This is Kato Unitrack, the track that I use to build my in-scale layouts, including this T-track layout that I'm building right now. I've built 5 layouts with this track, and I've learned a lot about it. Today I'm going to go over it, plus some tips, tricks, and hacks that you can use with Kato Unitrack. This video is brought to you with support from Trains.com. Trains.com is a fantastic source for new and used model trains and accessories. As a special offer to my subscribers, you can use the promo code JimmyDIY to get $10 off your order of $50 or more. You can check them out at the link in the description. Now, there are 2 main varieties of Kato Unitrack. There's in-scale Kato Unitrack and there's HO-scale Kato Unitrack. There's a couple of different ones that you can look at within those, but those are the 2 main ones. In-scale Kato Unitrack is code 80, HO-scale Kato Unitrack is code 83, and the Unijoiners that you use to connect them are the same for both. They both also have that pre-attached road bed, which in my opinion is the best road bed out there for any of the major pre-attached road bed track. Now, from this point on, I'm going to be talking about in-scale Kato Unitrack, so let's go ahead and dive in. Kato Unitrack's longest piece is 248 millimeters, a little over 9 inches, which is what they call a full straight. And for straight pieces, Kato has that, a 3/4 straight, which is 186 millimeters, a half straight, which is 124 millimeters, and a quarter straight, which is 62 millimeters. You can have 4/4 will equal the full, 2 halves will equal the full, and a 3/4 and a quarter will equal that full. They also have some slightly different sizes for making accommodations. These include a 64 millimeter, a 45.5 millimeter, a 38 millimeter, a 33 millimeter, and a 29 millimeter. Now you can actually connect the 33 and the 29 millimeter piece, and that'll get you one of those quarter straight 62 millimeter pieces. Kato has a lot of options for radii in terms of curve track. It goes all the way down to 117 millimeters, which is 4 3/5 inches, all the way up to 718 millimeters, which is 28 1/4 inch. Now, most Kato track that's curved is going to come in degree increments of either 15 or 45 degrees. However, 348 millimeter radius and 381 millimeter radius offer 30 degree radius pieces. Most of the radii that Kato offer are designed to be able to line up with their double track so that you can use the next size for the double track. That sounds a little confusing, but for example, the 282 millimeter track, which is right around 11 inches, can align for double tracks with the one below it, 249 millimeters, which is about 9 3/4 inches, and the one above it, 315 millimeters, which is about 12 1/2 inches. The 718 millimeter curves are the same length as the 3/4 inch 186 millimeter straights, so that makes it a lot easier for making sidings and things like that. The 481 millimeter curves are the same length as the half straights, the 124 millimeter sections, so again, makes it easy on you. Kato offers 6 different turnouts. A number 6 with a 718 millimeter radius curved divergence, so it can match up with that curve, and it's the same length as the 186 millimeter straight. They also have a number 4 with a 481 millimeter radius curve divergence. Again, same as that 481 millimeter radius curve piece that you can get. And it's roughly the same length as a 124 millimeter half straight. There's a little bit of difference in there, and I'll talk about that in a minute. They also have a Y that has that same 481 millimeter, except it diverges both ways on that curve divergence. They have a single crossover that is designed to fit their double track that has number 4 turnouts, and they also have a double crossover that is designed to fit those double tracks that has the number 4 as well. They also, in their compact series, have a 150 millimeter radius turnout that has a straight and then that hard 45 degree 150 millimeter turn. Now, the number 4 turnouts that I told you about, they also come with additional pieces when you buy them to make the turnouts easier to attach with other sections, because the difference in the track is very, very tight if you don't use those extensions. Number 4 turnouts can also have their power routing features changed. Track variants and accessories include working grade crossings, open pit and ash pit tracks, magnetic uncoupler tracks, track ends with bumpers, adapter pieces to attach to other types of track, including Atlas Set Track and Tomix Track and other ones, and even a signal that does work on DC, doesn't work on DCC. They also make crossover tracks that are 15 and 90 degrees. Kato makes double track sections of most of the same lengths as well. The smallest double curve radius you can get is an inner radius of 282 millimeters and an outer radius of 315 millimeters. Remember that double lineup for the different radii that you can do. Kato's double curves, though, are super elevated, which means that they're kind of elevated up and they tilt in just a little bit, and they require an adapter section to connect the straight pieces to them when you're on a level track. So you can't just do it normally like you would a normal curve. Kato Double Unitrack also utilizes concrete ties, so it looks a little different. Connecting power to Kato track is done through either a terminal quarter straight piece or using terminal unijoiners in place of the standard unijoiners. Kato turnouts are power routing, which means that they send power the direction they are thrown. This makes multi-track DC operation a lot simpler. Kato sells many expansion track sets, including compact sets for those with limited space. In addition to Unitrack, Kato also sells flex track that can be connected to the Unitrack via an adapter. Kato sells ballast as well that matches the roadbed for easy blending with scenery. Kato also makes a product called Unitram, which is a streetcar variant of Unitrack that has track built into street sections. They also make bridge and viaduct versions of much of their track. They have several different bridges that they offer. They also have bridge pylons, supports, and overhead wire poles for electric trains that use catenaries. So that is an overview of some of the cool features and specs of Kato Unitrack. Now, here are a few things that you may not know, plus a couple of cool hacks for terminal unijoiners that could save you some money. This is a Kato re-railer. It is extremely useful for putting cars and locomotives on track, but it also has a couple of cool features. It has a small ruler right here, and then on the other side, it actually has a series of notches, and these can actually line your track up for up to 3 sections in a row for triple main lines. If you do 2, that's going to do your double track main, and it works extremely well. This is a unijoiner removal tool, but it is also a track gauge. It's got one right there, and it has a measurement tool for measuring the height of the Kato roadbed so that if you need to measure it out, you can do that right there. So pretty cool little tool right there. Now there are 3 types of unijoiners: standard unijoiners, terminal unijoiners, and insulated unijoiners. Standard unijoiners have the metal rail joiner encased in plastic around these little clips that make it easy to put together and take apart track. Terminal unijoiners are basically the same as your standard unijoiner, but they have a wire attached for power. And insulated unijoiners, you will notice the difference because they are black, they are entirely made of plastic, and they are designed to isolate track sections and prevent electrical continuity. So if you need to do something like current sensing, this is a great way to isolate sections of Unitrack. These are all great, but you can actually have all 3 of these from one unijoiner, and let me show you how. To do the insulated unijoiner, all you have to do is take a small screwdriver or awl and go up through the bottom and pop out the metal rail joiner from the unijoiner with a small screwdriver. Then boom, you've got an insulated unijoiner. You may need to do a bit of trim work on the track to get it right, but in my experience, you'll be fine. I've actually got one that I've done that right here on my layout. Next is the terminal unijoiner. I pulled one of these apart and discovered that it has just a regular unijoiner with the wire soldered on the bottom of the rail joiner. Now, I did do that completely by accident and I was trying to fix it. Now, to be fair, Kato does design those rail joiners to be very robust, and the clip goes a lot deeper into the unijoiner than just, say, like a regular rail joiner from another company. So it is designed specifically for that, and it's part of the reason that the unijoiners are so solid. To make the joiner, all you have to do is pop out the rail joiner, solder a wire onto the bottom of it, and then reattach it. You'll need to feed the wire through the top of the plastic section of the unijoiner, and then just kind of push in and pop in that rail joiner, and boom, you've made your own terminal unijoiner. Now, I've done this dozens of times, and it's saved me a ton of money versus buying unijoiners.
Now, one hack that I totally forgot to record on camera is the Kato power connectors for their wires. tires. These are not proprietary special. These are called mini Tamiya connectors, and you can find them on Amazon and a bunch of different places. And this makes it really easy to make your own hubs, to make your own extension cables, everything for Kato Unitrack.
Kato Unitrack is truly a well thought out system that can do a lot for being set at certain radii and certain directions for some track. I will always recommend their track, and their trains for that matter. Their locomotives and rolling stock are really good too. It's just good stuff, just like these model railroad businesses.
Klondike's is a family-owned business that makes in-scale T-Track modules, mini diorama kits, and in-scale display stands right here in the US. You've seen me feature many of their modules right here on this channel. Check them out at the link in the description. Model Railway Backshop is a great place if you're looking for a quality paint job for your old or new brass model locomotive. If you're looking to get that brass model weathered, you can get that done too. Right now, you can get 10% off any brass model painting and weathering job by using the promo code NMRA10. Check them out at modelrailwaybackshop.com.
I want to know, those of you that use Kato Unitrack or other track, I want to know some of your track hacks. You can put them in the comments below. You can also check out some of these videos where I've done different work on various pieces of Kato Unitrack. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe. Be kind,